I just looked at the news and I think I'm in shock. A giant monster just materialized over Seoul.
That happened like 9 hours ago. You were just hearing about this. What have you been doing all day?
I kind of feel like when you have a science fiction allegory with a message, and I got out of this that you sort of are responsible for what you put out into the world. I thought that was an amazing theme for a monster movie, and I'm curious where it began.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. When I wrote the premise of the story, it was just my humble attempt at making a monster movie without needing the big budget. That was something that I wrote back in 2007. It's like, okay, what if this happens? What if these two guys are fighting in the park, and at the same time this is happening at the other side of the world? So I can make a monster movie without investing a lot of production into the monster fighting at your nose. People see things through the media. So I wasn't trying to be sarcastic or ironic. I just wanted to make a honest, genuine monster movie with a different point of view. But it didn't become a real eventual film until Gloria came as a character, like many years later. And when Gloria came, the next thing that happened was Oscar. And when Gloria and Oscar are there, just I have to figure out why are they fighting. And when I get the reason of why these two characters, a male and a female, are fighting, is when the movie becomes much more grounded, much more dark, and much more silly at the same time, which is our favorite motto for any film.
I was curious. It has such it's funny, but it's also serious, and it's a drama.
Yeah.
That specific tone, what is it like capturing that performance-wise?
I didn't ask too many questions about, and I didn't try to psych myself out about going into it. I just knew based on Nacho's other work that he knew where funny was. And so I just knew that as long as Gloria's not aware that she's in a film, I think everything was going to be fine. I just wanted to play the beats as honestly as possible. And because the beats, some of them are so out of this world, that it would play. I don't know. This is a terrible answer. It's long and it doesn't actually say anything. But I don't know. This is the truth. I don't know, and all the words in the world aren't going to explain how I don't know. Sorry.
When you're directing, do you know when that moment is captured, or is it found in the editing room?
Oh no! If you can find in the editing room more stuff than the stuff you picture initially, but you have to be aware of where you're going while making a film. It's always the result is always more rewarding in this case, or more sadly more boring than what you have in mind initially. But you have to be really clear about the stakes of the film. And I can tell you that the most exciting things about this film were the most scary to me. It was like, okay, I'm gonna shoot something that can be cruel to some people, can be really going too dark, and in the next sequence something incredibly stupid happens. And you are like so attracted to this, but at the same time, it's so scary. But I'm really happy about how the movie is getting this kind of response and how the movie is being discussed, how the movie is triggering this kind of conversation. I'm so happy about the reaction so far.
It's been really fun having, because we've been talking about this since 2015, and I still find things that I've never noticed about the film before, and getting to speak to like new audiences that are coming through. I mean, you can have a nice time at the movies and it's a kaiju movie and you can enjoy it, or you can stay a little later and have discussions with the other people who just saw it, and I think you'll get so much out of it. But that mixture of it's very rare that you find things which to me feel true, which is I think life is a blend of the dark and the silly, and it's a really hard thing to capture, and I was psyched that it was in the script, and I was really excited that Nacho had the talent to actually pull it off.
I feel terrible.
Give him a good show.
Keep it cool. Oh my God, those people are looking at us.
She's the monster.